In a recent speech, President Obama attacked some of the groups that oppose him. In particular, he attacked a group that had what he called a harmless-sounding name, the Americans for Prosperity. Now, the Americans for Prosperity's mission is to reduce government spending, so it's no surprise that they oppose many of President Obama's policies. But today I'm going to talk about a different group with another harmless-sounding name. It's the National Education Association. I mean, from the name, it sounds like just a group that would promote educational excellence for all Americans. And it might be something that someone like me, who, as an educator, in fact, right now I'm talking to you from the main classroom of Arvin Vohra Education, the company that I founded in 2001. It sounds like something that someone like me would actually be strongly in favor of. But as someone who's worked in education, that has seen what this group has done, I can't be. I mean, this group is more commonly known as, or known to many people as, a teachers union. And they have actually fought against the kinds of reform that would bring educational excellence to America. In fact, they fought against the reforms that did bring educational excellence to America. They fought against charter schools, they fought against vouchers, they fought against incentive-based pay, they fought against basically every type of reform that could bring the kind of competition and innovation to high school that have given us the world's best colleges. The duplicity of this organization, I think, really starts with their name. I mean, the National Education Association. I mean, when you have a union, it should sound like a union. The American Federation for Labor. That sounds like a union. The Service Employees International Union. You know that's a union. Now, I happen to think that SEIU is a very problematic union. I think that public sector unions are very dangerous. Because in the private sector, if there's a union, there's somebody on the other side. Maybe the workers want to pay a raise and the management wants to fight against that, so there's some kind of balance. But in a public sector union, where somebody's working for the government, there's not really anybody on the other side. There's no stakeholder who's saying, I really want the pays to be more reasonable, more balanced. I mean, which is why you have some of these ridiculous results, like federal employees getting paid significantly more than their private sector counterparts. I mean, that to me is not the way that it should be. But the problems with teachers' unions don't stop at their name. I mean, in Montgomery County, for example, we talk about special interest groups. Special interest groups are funding campaigns, et cetera, et cetera. But in Montgomery County, the teachers' unions are so powerful that they don't donate money to campaigns. Campaigns donate money to them to get their endorsement. They essentially are just extorting money from campaigns for endorsements. This fall, you're going to see a lot of candidates touting the fact that they have endorsements from a teachers union. And the teachers union, of course, are going to have very misleading names like the National Education Association. And if you're someone like me who thinks that education is the most important thing for a country's success, and that American education needs to be fundamentally improved, you might think, oh, this is the right person to vote for. But when you're voting for that candidate, you're just basically voting for a politician who's essentially in the pockets of this particular labor union. Now, if that's your goal, if you're trying to strengthen the power of this labor union, by all means. But if you're like me, and you really think that we need to bring the kind of competition and innovation to American high schools and middle schools and elementary schools that have given us the world's best universities, strongly suggest that you consider voting for the other candidates. My name is Arvin Vohra, and I'm proud to be an educator, an entrepreneur, and the District 15 Libertarian candidate for the Maryland House of Delegates.